I was always the smallest guy everywhere I went. I was the skinniest, I was the shortest, and being the smallest guy took a big toll on my confidence. I wasn't confident around people. I didn't want to speak to so many people that I didn't know. And I was an introverted guy, so I naturally didn't want to speak to so many people. But there was one day I decided that I wanted to change that. I wanted to be a more confident person. I wanted to be able to speak to more people without being shy and without having to doubt myself all the time. So, one of the ways that I decided to do that was actually improving my body and building an aesthetic physique, a physique that I was actually proud of. And I started my fitness journey in the middle of 2021. I started by only benching 5 kg. Can you imagine? I only benched 5 kg when I started. And now I can almost bench 60 kg. That's a massive difference compared to when I started. But I started benching 5 kg. And over a couple of weeks, I started progressing. But there was one time when I stopped progressing. I was stuck at 25 kg of my bench press. And I was wondering and asking myself, is this the point where I can't go further? Am I actually the guy that won't be confident? Am I actually the guy that won't be strong? And I started to think all these thoughts, and I started to overthink, and I started to get overwhelmed about myself. I started losing more confidence after I gained all that confidence when I reached 25 kg. I started losing confidence. I didn't want to speak to more people. I was sad because I wasn't that guy that I wanted to be. I wasn't the person who was reaching their goals. I wasn't the guy who was improving. But that's when I saw one of my friends who had a completely different mindset compared to the one that I was having. He was also a small guy. He was also short. He was actually younger than me as well. But when we were both on the rugby pitch, I saw him tackle a guy that was twice, almost 3 times his size. And he lifted the guy like in the air. And I was watching this like right behind him. I was watching this with my own 2 eyes. And I saw him pick the guy up and dunk him on the floor. And I was just watching behind him and I was thinking to myself, how in the world is this guy doing this? He's the same height as me, he's younger than me, but he's able to pick up a guy that is 3 times his size. And that's when it clicked to me. He wasn't the guy that was making all of these excuses. He wasn't the guy that was beating himself up. He was just the guy that did the work, that put in the work. And by putting in the work, he actually saw progress. So I decided to implement that mindset in myself. I started investigating and analyzing the things that was within my control. I couldn't change my height, but what I could change was my body and my physique and how I saw myself. So I started focusing on those things. I started looking at the habits that I was doing. And when analyzing those things about myself, I actually saw that my habits weren't helping me actually go further and reaching my goals. My habits were actually pulling me behind. I wasn't eating enough. I wasn't going hard in the gym. And I wasn't speaking to more people. Because by actually going out and speaking to more people, that would actually help me gain more confidence in myself. Even in the beginning, it was awkward. You just greet someone or you don't even know what to say. You just hello and it's a awkward. But you have to go through that to actually get more confidence, to actually learn how to speak to people. It's those small improvements. It's like you can't go from benching 25 kg and all of a sudden bench 45 kg. You have to go slowly. You start at 25, you go to 27, 30, 32.5, 35, 37.5, and then you reach 40, and then you might go to 45. But it's slow improvements. The same thing with talking to people, with gaining more confidence. And I realized that when I started becoming more confident in my physique and I got more stronger in the gym, I actually gained more confidence in speaking to people because I was more confident in myself. And when you become confident in yourself, it spreads into all the other areas of your life, your relationships, how you perform your work, and all of those things stem from the gym. When I started focusing on how I was training, how I was eating, and I actually saw that I wasn't doing the right things. So I started focusing on changing those things that I was doing and changing them and improving them. And I actually started to make more progress on my fitness journey. And when I started making more progress, I started becoming more confident. And I want to give you the same message today. First, focus on improving yourself. Improve your physique. Improve your strength. With those things, the confidence will naturally come. You will, as you become more confident in your capabilities, in what you can do, that that energy will spread over all the other areas of your life. How you engage with people, how you react to the different situations in your life. But I want you to start by focusing on the things that you can control. Your habits, your eating habits, how much you sleep, are you training enough? Those factors will determine if you become more confident on your journey. And that's what helped me by focusing on those factors. That helped me to gain more confidence over those past years. So I hope this video helped. If it did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel. You become the person you want to be by pushing through the times you want to quit.